Every night she told me the same story, but I finally understood why. When I got my first job in healthcare, I was assigned to care for Mrs. Eleanor, an older woman battling Alzheimer's. She could remember things from her youth like they had just happened, but her short-term memory would reset every day. It was like each new morning was a blank slate, but her mind clung tightly to a few old memories she cherished deeply. Every evening, my routine was the same. I'd help her with her medication, fluff her pillows, and ensure she was comfortable for the night. But just before bed, Mrs. Eleanor would always call me over and say, "Dear, let me tell you a story about a boy I once knew." Her tone was gentle, but eager, like it was the first time she'd ever shared it. At first, I thought it was just a habit, something to pass the time before she fell asleep. But night after night, she would repeat the same story about this boy from her youth, a boy named Samuel. She described him as a dreamer with messy hair and a crooked smile. He used to bring her wildflowers every day after school, saying they were just like her, delicate but strong. He'd talk about leaving their small town to explore the world together. But life got in the way. Samuel's family moved, letters stopped coming, and Eleanor never saw him again. I could have tuned out after hearing it so many times, but I didn't. Every night, her voice carried a different emotion. Some nights it was filled with laughter and warmth as she remembered his antics. Other nights it was tinged with sadness and regret. Each time I caught new details. How he loved poetry, how she regretted never saying goodbye, or how those wildflowers made her feel seen in a way no one else ever had. Over time, I realized that her story wasn't just about Samuel. It was about dreams left unfulfilled and moments we let slip by. It was her way of telling me to cherish every second because once they're gone, they're gone. One night, as I was tucking her in, she asked me, "Do you think Samuel still remembers me?" Her eyes were watery, searching mine for an answer. I didn't know if he did, but I said, "I think people like that, who make us feel alive, never truly forget us. Just like you've never forgotten him." She smiled faintly, and for the first time in weeks, she didn't tell the story. Instead, she drifted off to sleep with a peaceful look on her face. That was the last night I saw her. Mrs. Eleanor passed away a few days later. Her family came to collect her belongings, and among them was an old shoebox filled with dried wildflowers and letters addressed to Samuel. He had written back all those years ago, but she never sent her replies. I'll never forget Mrs. Eleanor. Her story wasn't just hers. It became mine too. And every time I see wildflowers, I think of her, reminding me to hold on to the moments and people who matter most.